In 2005, we came together and we said, let's just go for it. It was my family and Joey's family. And we started StoneWater Church, and it was launched right there. It was called the Driftwood Movie Theater at the time, and we had no idea what God was gonna do, and God blew us away. See, our mission as a church is to reach people with the life-changing message of Jesus Christ and equip them to become committed followers of Him. That we would reach men, equip families, and plant churches, and that's exactly what God has done over the past 14 years. You know, just a few years into starting StoneWater, as StoneWater began to grow, God began to even expand our vision. I believe it was in 2009, 2010, we began to start talking about beginning a campus, an additional StoneWater church over in Glen. And God did an amazing work at StoneWater Glen.
Hey everybody, Pastor Philip here. I'm standing in our brand new lobby here at the Glen campus. This was our latest expansion here. It is a really, really cool place to be on Sunday mornings. Man, you can come in here and there is just activity going on. There's kids, there's a playground, there's people talking. I mean, I could have never envisioned that back in 2011 when we launched this campus. I remember showing up here, and this was an old church. It was really small. We had to do a lot of work to the building, but that launch team of 50, and I remember us launching in February of 2011 into that launch team of 50 people, not knowing if it would even work, not knowing if anyone would show up. And over the last 8 years, just watching God just totally change lives, totally bring families here. We've got to see so many families just experience God, experience Jesus, be baptized, marriages restored, just tons and tons of cool things been happening here. I'm super excited about our future here at the Glen campus. Our youth group is strong. There's probably about 130 students or so each week at youth group, but just an amazing work that God has done here at the Glen campus. And it all started from just the hearts of people that just said, hey, we feel like God's got more work to do here, and they gifted this entire property, this entire building to StoneWater Church. And now to see, just because of their faithfulness and their generosity and their humility, what God has done has been truly amazing.
Here at Cleburne, we launched in 2014, and since that time, I had no idea what God was going to do here. We've seen lots of people baptized, so many people enter into a relationship with Jesus, and we've just seen a lot of people, including myself, that now really believe in the power of prayer. And so we pray a lot here in Cleburne. We see amazing things that God does when we pray, like heal people physically, mentally, spiritually. We see people get set free from bondage from the enemy. And so I'm so excited to see what God's going to do as we continue to pray big, expecting prayers.
Hey, we started the Toller campus in April of 2017, and when we first moved into this building, we had a meeting right up the road here at the community center. Pastor Jeremy and Pastor Joey said, hey, come check this building out. And I said, okay. So we came down, looked at it, and needless to say, it was not a beautiful thing. It was a mechanic shop. And during this meeting, I brought several of the people that are leaders here now and that are going. They came in and they all just looked at me like I'd lost my mind. But God's done some crazy things. We've turned this old mechanic shop into a church and a family of people that just love Jesus, that are chasing Him. And through that, we've started Regen that's reached out to all of our campuses. Everybody's welcome. And we've seen so much freedom. And we've seen so many lives changed through this old mechanic shop. And it's just an incredible thing that God has done. We've had over 100 baptisms. I have no idea how many salvations. There's too many to count. And God is just doing some awesome, crazy stuff. Jeremy has been talking about this Go For It. And as a campus, like our goal is to continue going for reaching people for Jesus and giving them this safe place, this place they can come be what they are, and allowing us to just continue to push them closer to Jesus.
I love the fact that we're one big family. I love our campus pastors. I love all of our campuses, and I love how we come together to just do what God has called us to do, and we're going for it. You know, as we look into the future, I'm excited to see what we're going to go for. We're going to go for more churches. We're going to start more churches. I'm excited to see how God is going to use my brother to train up guys that will go start churches all over the world. I'm excited to see the new campuses, StoneWater campuses that are going to be starting. You know, we have a vision of starting 5 campuses in the next 5 years. Church, we need to be praying about what area that God is calling us to start the next StoneWater Church. We're going to go for reaching men. We're going to go for equipping families. We're going to go for the next generation. I'm excited to see this next year, to see how our student ministry just explodes with life. This past week at camp, to see the students worshiping and to see what God has done in their hearts, that can't help but be a catalyst for what God is going to do in this next generation. So StoneWater family, one big family, as we come together as one big family in unity, let's just live out who God has called us to be. So we're going to continue to reach the next generation. We're going to continue to reach the unchurched. We're going to continue to plant churches. We're going to continue to equip families. We're going to continue to be amazed at the wonders of God. So from Granbury
To Glen Rose.
To Cleburne,
To Toller,
we are one big family.